afternoon, folks. Ari here from Direct Auto Outlet in Fair Oaks, California. I've got this gorgeous 2022 Ford Maverick First Edition Lariat with the Lariat Luxury Package, Copilot 360, and the First Edition package. And this will be a test drive video review of this vehicle. We'll be putting this vehicle to the road and putting it through its paces, taking it for a spin, taking you along with us for the ride. You'll see and hear everything we see and hear. Just taking a quick walk around just to show you how brilliantly this vehicle presents itself. Now, we do have an in-depth walk around video review of this vehicle where we go through the ins and outs of it and demonstrate its many functions and features. We'll not be doing that during this video. Again, this will be a pure test drive and driving impression video of this vehicle. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. 25,800 miles. Spoiler alert, this is actually my personal vehicle. It's registered under my personal name. I've owned this vehicle since brand new. My needs have recently changed, and it's time to look into a different vehicle. We are putting this vehicle on the market. This is one of the nicest Maverick hybrids that I have seen, partially just because it's got every bell and whistle and option that was available for it, including the First Edition package, which was only available in 2022, obviously thus First Edition. But it's also got the Copilot 360 assist, which gets you the proximity and radar cruise control. It actually brakes for you, speeds up for you, keeps you in your lane, it steers for you. It's quite interesting. It's really a really nice feature. You also have all the bells and features, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You have your Bang & Olufsen premium sound system, premium wheels. I've also got just about every bell and whistle as far as accessories go added to the vehicle. We have the front bug guard deflector. We also have the window deflectors up here on all four windows, the all-weather floor mats, spray and bed liner, the rubber bed mat, many more. The rear roof mounted spoiler as well. Beautifully well appointed vehicle and in great shape. One of the most comfortable vehicles that I have ever owned. Driving this vehicle, the seating position is quite comfortable. Seats are firm and they offer lots of support. And it's just very quiet and smooth. One of the most comfortable vehicles you could drive for hours and hours at a time and not feel fatigued. Excellent fuel economy. As you see here, throughout the last almost 37,000 miles, I have average about 43.8 miles to the gallon. And it's a wonder why these are so popular. They're extremely efficient, they're affordable, they're reliable, and you can just about do anything you need to do in these vehicles. It's got a bed, it's got enough passenger space for 5 people to feel comfortable. Very smooth and quiet. You have your heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone climate control, you have your moon roof, Bang & Olufsen sound system, and this vehicle just really doesn't leave nothing to be desired. It does everything extremely well. This section of road here has lots of uneven pavement and rough surfaces, and this vehicle does great over them, just glides over it. It does not feel like a cheap economy style vehicle. This car actually feels very premium inside, partially because of all of the equipment and optional packages that it has. But it also feels extremely premium inside as far as materials go and the feel of the seats and the interior. You feel like you're driving a much more premium vehicle than it really is. And if you could only choose one vehicle that would be able to get you and your family around, have plenty of cargo space in the rear, be able to do everything extremely well and save you a ton of money and fuel, this would be it, folks. I've contacted many Ford dealers because depending on when you're watching this video, depending on the date that you're watching this video, the ordering banks may have already closed for the 2024 models. As of right now, it is still open, but dealerships have told me they've gotten limited amounts of allocations. One of the busier Ford stores in the Sacramento area said because they were such a busy high-volume store, they got 60 allocations for the Ford Maverick in 2024, which sounds extremely limited. Only 60 allocations for a very busy dealership, and they said they will be actually marking it up 2,000 to 4,000 over MSRP at times time of delivery. Contacted many other dealerships, and it seemed like the story was about the same. They are going to be putting in the orders. It's going to take a year or longer for it to be built, and then they are going to be marking it up $2,000 to $4,000 above MSRP. Now, I'm sure that's not the case with every dealership, and there's always exceptions to the rule, but that seems to be the trend, and that's what dealerships are doing these days. So if you'd like to have one that's ready to go, ready to drive, turnkey, and is probably the best optioned one out there, new or used, you can find anywhere, this would be it, folks. I've used this vehicle religiously, and it has served my needs beautifully. One of the best vehicles I've ever owned. I could actually honestly say that. Not only is it comfortable, but it saved me a ton of money in fuel. I get tons of compliments, tons of comments on this vehicle. It's got lots of great features, keep everybody comfortable, amazing sound system. You also have your power sliding rear glass over there, back there. You also have a tilt up and sliding moonroof up over here. And I think this car would be the pride and joy of any individual, business, or family that owns it. Now, we'll be doing a 0 to 60 acceleration pull as soon as we make a right turn and get out onto this road over here. We'll go ahead and start out from a stop at 0 miles per hour. And I'm going to go ahead and accelerate to 60. As soon as I make this turn, I'm going to gun it and see and show you how fast you can get it there. Just waiting for traffic to die down here. Make sure we have enough space to be able to do this. And the light's turning red, so we should be able to go just about now. And we're over 60 before you know it. Yes, folks, this is a hybrid, but you would never know it based on how it performs. It performs beautifully. Lots of power available to you. No longer do you have to compromise and sacrifice power and performance in order to own a hybrid and get over 40 miles to the gallon. You could do so with this vehicle. Make sure you do also watch our walk-around video of this vehicle where we go through the ins and outs and demonstrate its many functions and features. This particular one is very well optioned, so it'd be pretty informative if you're in the market for one. And speaking of if you're in the market, I know it may seem like this is a premium for the vehicle, but if you actually configure and build one like this and add all of the accessories and packages that this one has, it really comes out to just about what we're asking for the vehicle. And that's not even counting the first edition package. The first edition package was only available for 2022, so it's not going to be an option you could check off here, but it gave you many additional optional features such as the black roof, the painted skull caps on the mirrors, and a lot of the optional products that were available in the Lariat package were standard with the first edition package, and some of them that weren't. You can only get some of these items with the first edition package only, exclusively. I'm not going to begin to claim that this would be a collectible vehicle or a collector vehicle at any point, but it's kind of nice to have a first edition package. You'd be one of the only people who have one. I've never seen another one on the road. I think many of the people who originally put in their orders did not opt for the first edition package. They just didn't want to pay the extra money for it, and you know, that's understandable. Most of the time when you're shopping for a vehicle like this, cost of the product itself, affordability would be a big factor for you. And you know, the way I order my vehicles when I get brand new ones is I just throw every bell and whistle at it. I like to get my vehicles completely well equipped, and this one was no exception to the rule. Driving the vehicle, it drives beautifully. I initially, for the first year I owned the vehicle, I actually encountered some problem with the braking where it would kind of grab at really low speeds and be kind of jerky. That one is something that was actually resolved. I took it to the Ford dealership and there was a technical service bulletin out on it where they reprogrammed the braking system, and I have not had that problem since. I have always maintained this vehicle personally myself since brand new. I've got all of my filters from the dealership, and I use Mobil 1 full synthetic oil. hybrid formulation. The one's the particular one that's made for hybrid vehicles. And I've done all the care and maintenance on the vehicle myself. 4,000 mile oil changes, with the exception of the very first oil change. The first oil change I did it, I believe, just over 1,000 miles, because a proper way of breaking in a motor, other than driving it very softly for the first 1,000 miles, is actually to drain the fluids and the oils to get any metal shards or fragments out of the oil, because a brand new engine actually gives off little metal particles. We want to get that out as soon as possible. I also did tire rotations on this vehicle at every oil change, so every 4,000 miles these tires were rotated, and these tires have about 70-75% tread life left in them, even after 25,000 miles. It's truly extraordinary. Michelin tires go for a long time. Oftentimes at the lot we see Michelin tires here actually rot out before they wear out. Extremely long tread life. But yeah, folks, I've been extremely pleased with my ownership of this vehicle, and love driving it. And I know whatever I get to replace this vehicle, although the vehicle itself might serve my needs better, I am 100% certain it's not going to be as comfortable or fit me like a glove like this vehicle does. It's been such an amazing vehicle. Well, I congratulate the next owner in advance for the vehicle. I think it's going to serve their needs quite nicely, and I think they'll agree that it'll be probably one of the nicest vehicles that they'll own. As we make our way back to the lot here, folks, I'll ask you for a special favor. If you've enjoyed this video, please do consider giving us a thumbs up and also subscribing to our channel. We really are concentrating on growing our YouTube channel this year, and we cannot do it without your help. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified of all of our future videos. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to utilize the comment section below. We do check that periodically, and we'll get back to you. Or best yet, just give us a call directly here at the lot at area code 916-765-7575. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. There's probably no one out there that can answer questions on this vehicle as thoroughly as I, just because I have owned this vehicle. I'm the original owner, and this vehicle is actually registered under my personal name, and this will be a private party sale. I'm advertising this vehicle at the lot here because I spend a majority of my time here, and we have a lot of advertisement sources that I would have to subscribe to on an individual basis if I advertised this at home. So again, we're full transparency. We're not trying to hide anything. This is my personal vehicle, and it will be a private party sale. Folks, as we make our way back to the lot, I also want to remind you here, you can find us 24/7, 365 days a year on our website, which is going to be www.directauto-outlet.com. And as we back up over here, just going to show you how well this backup camera works. It gives you trajectory, lets you know where you're going to be ending up, and it'll allow us to be able to accurately and thoroughly get into this parking spot and make sure that we're not getting too close. It's going to notify you as you're getting closer and closer and closer, and it's going to tell you red, you're getting too close, stop. And we're back, folks. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for investing your valuable time and joining us throughout the entirety of this video. We certainly do appreciate it. We hope to have the opportunity to work and interact with each and every one of you in the near future. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, folks. Take care now. Bye-bye.